If you're a Dolphins fan, I've been made fun of at the office for saying that every show, but subscribe right now to Dolphins Today. We're the best Dolphins YouTube channel, so if you love the Fins, hit that big red sub button right now. Dolphins Today is presented by Manscaped. If you go to manscaped.com and type in promo code Dolphins, you're going to get 20% off plus free shipping on all their new and best products. Welcome into Dolphins Today. I'm your host, Will Scott, breaking down all the latest news and rumors surrounding your Miami Dolphins. And over the weekend, there was a report from Chris Simms that kind of gave us more information about this Tom Brady, Sean Payton plan that the Dolphins had. He says the Dolphins were going to trade a second-round pick to Tampa Bay to get Tom Brady. The Bucs were not going to hold him hostage, and they were going to let him go to Miami. Sean Payton and the Saints, that was going to be a first-round pick to get that deal done. So that is the latest information about these rumors involving Sean Payton and Tom Brady. And I know we keep talking about it. It keeps coming up. But ultimately, Tom Brady and Sean Payton not going to the Miami Dolphins. Instead, they get Tyreek Hill and Mike McDaniel. And look, they were going to give up a first-round pick for Sean Payton. They were going to give up a second-round pick for Tom Brady. And these rumors just started, kind of like, it seemed like fake news. It seemed like there were these Twitter trolls that were starting these rumors. These have turned into legit rumors. That being said, Tom Brady and that Sean Payton plan very much in the rearview mirror for the Dolphins. But this is a thing that was probably going to happen if not for the Brian Flores lawsuit. Now, the good news for Miami is I think they're pretty happy with how everything turned out. You hired a head coach in Mike McDaniel that I think is going to do a lot for Tua Tagovailoa, and you used those picks to get Tyreek Hill. The Tyreek Hill trade would not have been possible if you give up a first-round pick for Sean Payton. If you give up a second-round pick for Tom Brady, that would not have been a thing that would have happened in a Tyreek Hill thing would not have been something that was going to happen for the Dolphins. So I think it is a good thing that they instead used those picks to get arguably the best wide receiver in the National Football League, another weapon for Tua Tagovailoa, and you ended up with Mike McDaniel, who is by far the best hire of the offseason, and I think is going to be the next Sean McVay, a young coach that goes to a Super Bowl here in the next few years. Let me ask you, though, who would you rather have? If you'd rather have Sean Payton and Tom Brady in Miami, type PB. I'm typing my MH because Mike McDaniel is the effing man. I think that he is going to do wonders for this Dolphins team. And you have Tyreek Hill, who is going to be running all over your defense if you're the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. I think that the Dolphins ended up with a great deal, getting Mike McDaniel, getting Tyreek Hill, not having to give up those picks to get Sean Payton and Tom Brady. Now, this other rumor that came out over the weekend involved Brian Flores, who apparently wanted Jordan Love. Here's what Omar Kelly of the Sun Sentinel said on the Big O show the other day. You asked me to dig which QB Brian Flores wanted to draft instead of Tua. It was Jordan Love. He's never been a Tua guy, Brian Flores. He never advocated for Tua. He never really wanted Tua Tagovailoa. That, of course, not a surprise, that last sentence, but the Jordan Love news obviously a surprise. And look, nobody's denying that Brian Flores is a good football coach. In fact, I think he deserves one day to get another NFL head coaching job. I mean, he won football games in Miami, finished this last season very strong. He's a good football coach. He didn't connect with Tua because he didn't want Tua. Imagine being in Tua's shoes. Your head coach never wanted you, not crazy about the way you play the game of football. You're connected to all these trade rumors. You're connected to this Deshaun Watson fiasco. All of last season, all of last offseason, the Dolphins were linked to Deshaun Watson. And here you are as a young quarterback drafted right between Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert, having to deal with all that noise, having to deal with the media, and then on top of that, your head coach doesn't like you? I feel for Tua, and I'm happy now that he has a head coach that wants him in Miami. Hey, look, Tua's better than Jordan Love. I don't think anyone's denying that. Granted, we've seen a limited sample size with Jordan Love in Green Bay. He's backed up Aaron Rodgers for the last 2 seasons. But when he's played, he hasn't played good. He wasn't good at Utah State. He was an interception machine at Utah State his last season with the Aggies. So the Dolphins did the right thing, not taking Jordan Love, taking Tua instead. Tua the better quarterback. More importantly, he has a lot more potential, I think, than Jordan Love. Before we get into more Miami Dolphins news and rumors, I want to tell you again about our friends at Manscaped. Look, every single product you need, body spray, body wash, shampoo, conditioner, you can get 20% off of that and free shipping at manscaped.com. And if you type in promo code Dolphins, did y'all see those pictures of Mike McDaniel at the Miami Hurricanes baseball game over the weekend looking fresh? I guarantee you he's looking fresh because he's using the Ultra Premium collection at Manscaped. So again, manscaped.com, promo code Dolphins for 20% off and free shipping. Talking about Brian Flores, once again, continuing to add on to this story. Now, potentially a reason that he was let go was because that rift with Tua. So the Dolphins kind of chose, I guess, their franchise quarterback over head coach Brian Flores, who was fired by the Dolphins on January 10th. He filed a lawsuit against the NFL about 3 weeks later. But we've heard the last 2 years that he wanted Justin Herbert over Tua, and that's been kind of the big rumor. Come to find out, that's probably not true. Instead, he wanted Jordan Love over Tua Tagovailoa in the 2019 NFL Draft. So let me ask you, what's your one-word reaction to the newest Brian Flores rumor? Let me know what you think down in the comment section. My one word is hilarious. I mean, I just think it's funny, quite frankly, the fact that we've heard nonstop that, Flores didn't want Tua. He wanted Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert went 6 to L.A. Tua went right before him at 5. Brian Flores was right. Brian Flores wanted Jordan Love, man, who's not great. So I think it's funny, and I think it's going to be even funnier when Tua Tagovailoa shuts up all the haters and critics when he's paired with Mike McDaniel and that offense goes to work this upcoming season. Now let's get into this Todd McShay, Mel Kiper mock draft. They put out a mock draft last week. It was a 3-round mock draft. So, all these NFL mock drafts we've been seeing, most of them have been 1 or 2 rounds, and Dolphins fans haven't been able to get a whole lot of content, draft content for their team. But this is a 3-round mock draft, and we see who Kiper and McShay think the Dolphins are going to take at pick 102, and it's Brandon Smith out of Penn State, mocked to Miami at 102 overall. Now, taking him in the third round may be reaching a little bit. I mean, The Athletic projects this guy as a 5th-round pick, a 5th or 6th-round talent. He was unbelievable in high school before he had a pretty successful career at Penn State, was a 5-star recruit, number 1 inside linebacker in the country, could have gone anywhere out of high school, Alabama, LSU, Georgia, you name it. He goes to Penn State, a very good program, and has a very good career there at Penn State, including a fantastic 2021 season where he put up these numbers: 81 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 5 pass breakups. So overall, a good season at Penn State for Brandon Smith. Now, I like him, but I like him more in the 4th round than I do the 3rd round. We're going to break down some other maybe 3rd-round linebacker options for Miami. But first, if you could please like this video, we'd appreciate it. If you want more Dolphins vids, more Dolphins rumors, draft content, you name it, hit a like on this video so I can show the bosses at Chad Sports how well Dolphins Today's doing, and then we can get some more content to y'all. Here are some other linebacker options, and The title of this graphic is Realistic Linebacker Options because I didn't put Nakobe Dean on this list. I didn't put Tyler Anderson on this list. Here are the names that might fall to Miami at pick 102. Channing Tindall and Brian Asamoah, I expect to be taken before 102, but there is a chance that they fall late into the third round. No shot Tyler Anderson falls to the third round at this point. It's wild, Troy Anderson. It's wild to see what he has done in the last couple weeks, raising his stock, putting together a good combine, because a couple weeks ago we were talking about him as a late third-round pick, and now he might be a mid to early second-round pick, so he's not going to fall to 102. The last three names on this list, I guarantee you, will be on the board late in the third round for Miami to take. Out of those three names, Brandon Smith probably my favorite, but I would prefer to draft a center in the third round and a linebacker in the fourth round. Going to be a lot of talented centers still available at pick 102. Let me know, though, who's your favorite linebacker in the NFL draft. It doesn't even have to be a name that's going to be on the board in the third round for the Dolphins today. It can be a Nakobe Dean. My favorite would be Tyler Anderson out of Montana State, who is obviously a quarterback, plays all these different positions as well. Should be a linebacker in the National Football League. But like I said, the Dolphins are better off taking a center in round 3. You look at the different options they're going to have on the board there. They're probably going to have Luke Fortner available. They're probably going to have Alec Lindstrom available. Maybe even Cole Strange will be available there in the third round. There's better options at center than linebacker in this NFL draft, at least late in the third round. Please subscribe if you haven't already to Dolphins Today. We're nearing 24,000 subs. We need about 180 more, so hit that big red sub button if you haven't already. This has been Will Scott with Dolphins Today. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Go Fins.